So today marks an important day for French tourism, and for more on our top story, let's cross now to France 24's James Creedon, who's camped out at Paris's Gare du Nord train station for us. James, what exactly is changing today, and does this mean that summer holidays are back on?
Well, they are if you're vaccinated, certainly, Haxi. So today is a big day in terms of the lifting of restrictions here in France. The 9th of June, a lot has changed. You mentioned it there earlier. The curfew, theme parks and whatnot. So there are a lot of different restrictions being lifted. But when it comes to travel, it's the travel, the so-called travel light classification system is coming in today. That's green, orange, red. Green is basically, for all intents and purposes here, EU countries, European countries. That means that if you're vaccinated, you don't need a PCR test any longer. So that's really going to free up people coming in on the Thalys here from Brussels, from Amsterdam and other north destinations to the north. So if you're coming from the UK on the Eurostar, the big shift today, UK still being an orange zone, as with the Canada, the US and other countries. But for the Eurostar, basically you still, if you're vaccinated, you still need a negative PCR test from within 48 hours. So it doesn't change that much for people coming in from the UK but if you are vaccinated, you no longer need to have an essential reason to travel, and you no longer need to quarantine. So that is a big change, and it does mean, as you said, that holidays are essentially back on for many people, especially if you can show that you've been vaccinated. So that is a big shift, and I think we will see more traffic coming through train stations and airports as of today onwards. Excuse my mask, it keeps falling down. But another change is if you're in airports, if you're traveling from mainland France to Corsica and to French overseas territories, today they're bringing in a sort of a digital passport system, Haxi. Now that is it's quite similar to the digital green pass that's going to be brought in on the 1st of July at a European level. It basically streamlines the proof that if you've been vaccinated, or if you've had a negative PCR test, or if you've had COVID indeed. So it means that you can show that in a much more streamlined manner, and it facilitates travel.
James Creedon outside Paris's Gare du Nord, thank you very much indeed. Maybe time to buy a new mask. James Creedon, thank you very much.